What is going on, guys? TD Linkor here with a bit of a different video than what you're probably used to. Usually you see us play Fortnite or Call of Duty on this channel, but what we have for you tonight is a wrestling prediction video. That's right. Now we have about an hour and a half left from the time I'm recording this in 2017, so I figured we'd go ahead and give you our predictions for 2018's first big wrestling event, which is Wrestling Kingdom 12, January 4th in the Tokyo Dome. But right before we get into our predictions, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you are new. If you're already a subscriber, go ahead and hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe button so you never miss an upload and you always get notified when we stream. Now, getting into our predictions, we have the New Japan Rumble on the pre-show. Now, I really feel like Nagata is going to win. Nagata is my pick. I feel like two other worthy contenders are Kojima, and if he's at Wrestling Kingdom, if he's even in Japan, if he's in the match, Jeff Cobb I also feel like will be a force to reckon with if he's in the match, if he's even going to be there. But Nagata is my pick to win. He's coming off a poor performance in the G1, 0-9, didn't get a single win, and he's coming to the end of his career, so I feel like this is going to be a going away present to him. Next up, we have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match, where Roppongi 3K will be defending their titles against the Young Bucks. Now, I feel like Roppongi 3K, Yo and Sho are going to retain these titles simply because I feel like the Young Bucks at this point in their career are kind of above these titles and will be moving on to bigger and better things. So Roppongi 3K retain. Next, we have a gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championships, where the champions, members of the Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loao, will be defending against the following teams: Chaos members Trent Beretta, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toru Yano. Also, Michael Elgin will be teaming with War Machine. Members from Suzuki Gun, Taichi, Takashi, and Zack Sabre Jr. And the final team, Taguchi Japan, where Juice Robinson, Taguchi himself, and Togi Makabe. Now, that team is my pick to win. Taguchi Japan. If they don't win, I can see Suzuki Gun winning. And if neither one of those teams win, I really feel like the Bullet Club will probably just retain these titles. But Taguchi Japan will walk out with the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championships. Next match, number 4, we have Cody versus Kota Ibushi. I really feel like this match is going to be a show stealer. I feel like Kota Ibushi is going to win. I feel like that's why Cody dropped the Ring of Honor Championship to Dalton Castle, because he was not going to be going over against Kota Ibushi. Now, this match really could be a show-stealing match. Cody, who is an amazing performer when he wants to be, not all the time, like Kota Ibushi. We haven't seen an amazing match out of Cody since he took on Okada in the G1 Special in Long Beach for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. But Kota Ibushi, I feel like, can pull one of those top-notch performances out of Cody. So Kota Ibushi will beat Cody. Next up, we have the IWGP Tag Team Championship match, where Killer Elite Squad, Davey Boy Smith and Lance Archer, are the champions, and they will be defending their titles against LIJ members Evil and Sonata. I really feel like Evil and Sonata are going to become champions. They just won the World Tag League, and I feel like this is going to be a culmination of everything they've worked for this year. They've all had really good years. LIJ, Evil and Sonata, Los Ingobernables de Japan, walking out your new IWGP Tag Team Champions. Next up, we have a Never Openweight Championship match, which is also a hair versus hair match. And this is also, if that wasn't enough for you, this is a death match between Minoru Suzuki, who is the champion, versus Hiroki Goto. Now, this is a bit of a tough one, because I feel like the bigger effect in this match will be if Suzuki wins, because, he really doesn't have a lot of hair, so if he shave it, it wouldn't really be much of a difference. But usually they only have these kind of matches to get a big pop from the crowd to see the bad guy get the haircut. So this is a bit of a stumble one for me. I'm going to say Goto goes over. I think he's going to get that title back and Minoru Suzuki will be the one shaved bald by the next night. Next up, we have a match that I'm probably looking most forward to, is the Fatal 4-Way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Now, in New Japan, you usually don't see multi-man matches unless they're tag matches. You usually don't see triple threats or Fatal 4-Ways. But you do maybe once every couple years. And at Wrestling Kingdom, we are going to have a Fatal 4-Way match. Now, the champion right now is Marty Scurll. He will be defending against Hiromu Takahashi, Kushida, and Will Ospreay. I feel like all 4 of these participants have a valid argument to why they would win. Marty Scurll just won that belt, and this will probably be his first defense, I believe. So, hard to believe they're going to make him drop in his first defense. But on the same hand, Will Ospreay lost the belt to Marty Scurll in his very first defense. Takahashi, I feel like, has a big chance to win because he had that whole skit where he kept trying to come out and challenge, but he'd get either his fingers broken or knocked out before he could get the words out, "I challenge you." And then he had that big pop when he came out with the gloves on and the helmet on while everybody was arguing and got his words out and said, "I challenged you." So I feel like they're building him up as a big deal in this match, so he could easily walk out with this title. I feel like Kushida has just as big of a chance as Takahashi to walk out with this title because he's kind of on a downward spiral, and I feel like this could be his boost back up. I feel like they could be doing that because, you know, he just lost the Junior Heavyweight Championship to Will Ospreay before he dropped it to Scurll, and then turned around and immediately lost the Ring of Honor Championship, TV Championship. Those might be reversed, but, you know, he was a double champion and then lost them both in a matter of a week. So this could be like a really turning point for him to bounce back from the last few months that he's had. And the final participant, who is my pick to win, is Will Ospreay. The story with Will Ospreay is that he cannot beat Marty Scurll. Every single time they are in a match together, Marty Scurll comes out the victor. And I feel like this is going to be the biggest stage that they will meet each other on, and I feel like Will Ospreay is finally going to get that win over Marty Scurll. I feel like he's going to pin Marty Scurll and become a 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Alright, our 8th match of the night is for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, with the champion Hiroshi Tanahashi will be taking on Switchblade Jay White. I feel like they've been building Jay White up pretty good. Some of his promos aren't really convincing to me. He still kind of looks like a baby to me. But I feel like this is also going to be a really good match because Jay White is a hell of a wrestler. Tanahashi, whether he's hurt or not, I know he's got kind of a bad leg right now, and I still know his bicep is still pretty banged up, and I believe he's going to be taking some time off after this match, but I don't feel like they're ready to put that title on Jay White yet. I think they want to build him up even more after Wrestling Kingdom to make it more special once he gets that belt or another belt. So I feel like Tanahashi is going to retain the Intercontinental Championship and then probably either drop it the next night, the next big show, or probably just vacate it because, you know, you see that a lot. But your winner, still IWGP Intercontinental Championship champion, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Next up, we have the first of our double main events. We have a no disqualification match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Kenny Omega will defend his title against the returning, for the first time in nearly 20 years, Chris Jericho. This is obviously the biggest match everybody's looking forward to outside of Japan. You know, everybody around the world knows Kenny Omega. Everybody in the world knows Chris Jericho. These two are going to collide for the first time in the ring. I think they've done an amazing job at building this match, where they had the video package and then they had the attack on Omega, which Omega sold very well and made Chris Jericho look like a monster. And at first when this match was announced, I was excited, but I didn't really expect much from it because Chris Jericho for the last few years have been doing nothing but wrestling the WWE style, which is kind of softer on the soft side of wrestling when it comes to Japanese wrestling. But after seeing his attack on Omega, he was not the same Chris Jericho. This is not the WWE Chris Jericho that we have been seeing. This is a vicious ass-kicking Chris Jericho. He was laying in his shots pretty stiff, and I feel like he's going to bring that with him. He is off the leash of Vince McMahon, and he is going to put on a performance we have not seen from Chris Jericho probably since the feud he had with Shawn Michaels back in the day, a few years ago, when he became world champion. With that being said, I still think Kenny Omega is going to retain. I don't think they're going to put that belt on Chris Jericho quite yet. I think he's strictly there to be a big draw, although he will be there the next night, probably to shake Omega's hand, though. Omega will be walking out your U.S. champion. Now, we have our final match and the main event of the night, a match 4 years in the making, where Kazuchika Okada will defend the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Tatsuya Naito. All year long, Okada has been pinned only twice. Once by Evil on his 7th match in the G1 and his 9th match in the G1 against Omega. But Tatsuya Naito is red hot right now. He just came off of winning his 2nd G1, and this time he will be in the main event. 2014, he was supposed to be the main event against Okada for this belt because he won the 2013 G1 that was taken away from him, and then he lost the match. I don't feel like he's going to lose this time. Tatsuya Naito is going to beat Okada for that belt, and he's going to become the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion. This is going to be an amazing match. All these matches are going to be amazing matches. Can't wait to see what Jericho brings to the table in New Japan for the first time in almost 20 years. Can't wait to see what the junior heavyweights do in the Fatal 4-Way. And I really, really, really hope Tatsuya Naito gets that belt from Okada. This match is 4 years in the making. This story is 4 years in the making. This whole story is the reason why he's the character he is right now. This whole show is going to be amazing. Everybody needs to watch this show. If you are a wrestling fan at all, you need to watch this show. But those are our predictions. Let me know who you think is going to win all of these matches down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.